I never know when to start because there's always a lag on the videos. But hello, welcome back. This is episode 29 coming to you live and in color. And we want to thank you all for joining us again. It is Wednesday, May 6th, and we are in the midst of Mania, and it is getting crazy up in here. I think that everyone has pretty much changed their Mania plans, probably except for Erin, because I know she's
it's on a chart, you guys. I can't change it.
That's what happens when you have a calendar.
I know. Yeah. I have a calendar and pencil, so I can just.
See, that was where I made the mistake.
Yeah. So, but anyway, welcome back to our channel. We're so glad that you joined us, and want to give a quick shout out if you haven't yet watched our latest video. It is actually a tutorial video that we filmed, and it features our beautiful Erin giving us a tea and coffee dyeing tutorial. She did an amazing job, so please be sure to check out that video after you watch this one, of course, if you want to see her take on coffee and tea dyeing. So just to give everybody a heads up, we will have 3 additional tutorial videos coming out within the next week and a half. So be on the lookout for those. Jody's going to show how to do tea dyeing in mason jars. Erica shows how to do ice dyeing with Rit powder, and I'm going to be showing you how to dye with garbage around your house. And
oh my God.
Tuned
in natural ingredients. It's all in how you sell it.
Garbage, so
it smells like garbage around your house.
But it's fun, and it was a really cool result. So anyway, all right, best new thing this week. Erin, what is your best new thing?
So my husband came home and told me the story, and I want to share it with you guys because I thought it was really sweet. And I wrote it down for this.
Cool.
He was out walking with our 4.5-year-old, and they went by the basketball courts, and there was like a teenager there and like 2 teenagers. They must live together. I'm going to assume the best and assume that. And they were listening to some rap music, which is fine, but it was loud. And they saw my 4.5-year-old coming, and without my husband having to say anything, they ran over and turned the music off while they walked by, just so that she didn't have to like hear the swear words and everything. He came home and I was like, oh my God, faith in humanity restored. That is so sweet that these teenage boys, like, I wouldn't have thought to do that as a teenager.
No, I would have been like,
sorry.
It made my heart so happy that
that's
my
awesome.
cat is crazy. So anyways, that was my best new thing. I'm shouting those boys out. I don't know who you are, but thank you, because that's very sweet.
Good job, kids. My best new thing this week, I've gotten my reading bug back. So in addition to having a stitching bug,
you're killing it with reading.
I'm getting back into the books, baby. And my problem is that I have a stack of books next to my bed. And if you follow me on Goodreads, which I recommend that you do, I have about 11 books in my currently reading pile, and I start them and then I just can't stick with them. But I did just finish, and don't laugh at me, but I just finished the first Harry Potter book, and I have never read the Harry Potter series before in my life. And I finished the first one, and I'm obsessed. Like, I already know like what house I would be in. Like, I'm literally like in the Harry Potter fandom right now. But I have all the other books queued on Libby, so as soon as they're available, I'll be reading all of those. And I did receive my new Stephen King book in the mail.
Nice.
Ooh.
So nice and shiny. And technically, this will not be the book that is read. This goes onto the bookshelf, and then this is not touched for all eternity. And then we will read the Kindle version of the book, because Jason's not allowed to actually read my hardback Stephen King books.
Well, that's
And
great.
I did start a new one. So if you're following me and you want to just know what books that I'm reading right now and ones that I recommend, I just started a book. It's called The Sun Does Shine by Anthony Ray Hinton. And it's about a guy who served 30 years on death row and was released due to being proved innocent. So it's fantastic book, and if you have Libby, you can download it on Libby. So those are my best new things this week reading.
Now, I've never read Harry Potter either, just for the record. I'm saving it to read with my girls. I want to read it, and I knew that. I'm saving it, and we're going to read it together.
I get it. That's a good plan. But if you don't have kids or you can't wait, it's fantastic.
I know Erica's a big fan.
Yeah, I've read them the whole series through like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. Jason's like, I guess billions of people who have read Harry Potter aren't wrong. I'm like, who would have thought? No. On the Harry Potter train now. Erica, what's your best new thing this week?
I think my best new thing is that I got for early Mother's Day, super early birthday, like months early birthday, a new computer. And I feel very excited because
amazing.
What a crazy, awesome, generous gift. But I think that means that I'll be able to like edit videos and learn how to do more stuff that I didn't know before. So yay. Super happy. My husband is a gem.
Yeah. Good job, Sean.
Yeah.
All right. So best new thing this week.
I have 2, and they are people. So yesterday, my little one, who's 4, had a heart procedure done at Children's, and it was a very scary, anxiety-inducing, crazy day. Hence, I just got a shower today. But just being there and seeing the nurses and the care of the staff, especially during this crazy time where nobody wants to step foot near a hospital and everybody has to wear, layers and layers of protective gear that they're not used to wearing and still run around and do their job. And it's hot and it's busy and it's nasty, and just the level of care that they provided to her and to me as well. They're only letting one parent in hospitals right now. So I had to kind of endure the day alone, which was difficult, but they kind of just took care of me. And so everybody at Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh, you rock, and amazing. And my second favorite thing is my mom. So my mom packed me, first of all, my mom and my dad. My dad sewed my daughter her own Minnie Mouse mask. Okay, as you guys know, I don't sew. My sewing machine is my worst enemy. I gave it to my dad, and he was like, I got nothing better to do right now. I'll learn how to use the sewing machine. He fixed it, he unjammed it, and he started sewing masks. So he sewed her a Minnie Mouse mask, then proceeded to sew her a Minnie Mouse matching mask for her bear. And mind you, he did the Joann's online order curbside pickup for the fabric. So,
I love that.
Amazing.
And then my mom comes by with this food package for me to take to the hospital, because since I was the only person that was allowed to be there, I couldn't leave her. So I had this giant bag of food, all labeled with inspirational quotes, and just amazing. They took such good care of me. I got such amazing support. I got an awesome fruit basket from you ladies, cards, gifts, all kinds of stuff from people. And I'm again, like you said, Erin, humanity, my faith has come back. So just
yay.
Feeling very, very, very grateful for all the people that I've got.
Yes. And Hazel is doing well.
She is doing well.
Oh, thank God.
Yay, that's the best part.
That's the best part.
That is the best part. And Jody can finally get a chance to relax. I'm so glad that she was able to join us tonight, because we didn't think that this was going to happen. But yesterday was nerve-wracking as all get out. So I know we were all on pins and needles yesterday, but I was trying to keep Jody entertained with funny memes.
We were.
Yesterday. I knew that she was losing it. So
Chris and I were texting for a good part of it, and kept me busy, so thank you.
All right. Those are all really good new things. So I love it. I love it. Even in quarantine, good things can happen. Some of the best things happen during quarantine, I'm convinced. So it hasn't been as bad as we all anticipated. All right, so let's start with some stitching, shall we? We are in the first week of Mania. And Erin, what you got? What you got, girl? What did you this week?
As you guys know, my calendar was slightly off, so I just stuck with what I had. So I didn't start until Sunday. I started because I did start a day early. So I did stay home for 2 days. That Satsuma Street one, it's Let's Stay Home. So you can see I'm filling in the house now, and I got my kitty cat and the flowers.
That's cute.
I'm really happy with that one. It's super cute, right?
Is the cat pink?
It's like purple.
I like that.
Yeah. There's back stitching with the cat, so you'll see the cat more. But I'm going to do the back stitching at the end.
Looks good.
And then I started a pattern I'm already not liking, but it's fine. It's a Pretty Little Nashville.
That's cool.
This is by Pattern Design Studio. Can you see why I don't like it?
I can see exactly why I don't like it.
I mean, it's just like squares.
Are you doing that for someone?
Yeah. So I'll do it. Here's what it looks like. I mean, she requested it. I'll do it, but I'm not loving it. That's what it'll look like.
I hated this.
I'm stitching for people, but sometimes I got to pick the pattern because non-stitchers, if you're like, pick a pattern and I'll stitch it for you, they'll pick something that's like, and they don't know any better. I'm not faulting them.
That's the thing. She doesn't know. She doesn't stitch at all. So she doesn't know. But I
look at it and you're like, this is going to take me 6 months to finish. Like, no, I'm not stitching you ahead. Please don't ask for that. 8 years later, I may not be
like,
friends.
look at all that. I have to
Only
fill
8.
that in.
Wait, we might not talk when this is done.
We're done.
And then I'm
finished
stuck
here.
with pattern in my view. Oh. But it looks cool. It's just, I want to stitch it. It's just,
It's just boring. It's boring. And it's popcorny. It doesn't seem like it would be popcorny, but it is. There's like random 1 stitches all over the place.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'll get through it. I only have to stitch it 1 more day for Mania, and then I can put it away for a while.
Sweet. Yeah, that's good. Is that all you had for Mania this week?
That's it. And then I know you're excited, on Saturday, I start my linen, my candy corn.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I can't wait. Maybe
So
I have another
back next week.
like stitch on linen. Awesome.
We'll see.
All right. Well, I technically started Mania on April 29th because I couldn't wait anymore. And patient. So I started that day. And my goal for all of these projects that I'm doing is 1,200 stitches. So once I get to 1,200 stitches, then I put the project away. So I've allotted myself, I think, 3 days per pattern, but some of them are only taking me like a day and a half. So this is the one I started on April 29th. This
Love
is
it so much.
Designs. Little Dove Designs. I know. It's so cute. This is one my mom picked out, and this was a brand new start. So everything that you see is all new stitching. And I did a total of 1,228 stitches in 3 days on this one. So I have most of the border done, which is cool because now I can just start filling in the middle. So I worked on that one.
Cool.
29th, 30th, and the 1st.
Now, is that one popcorny? Because they're small.
Not really. I mean, it probably will be once I get into the bulk of the stitching in the middle. But so far it hasn't been. It's just been border. So it's just been, I've been flying through it. Also on the 1st, I started part 5 of the Modern Folk Embroidery Sow, which is this big bad boy. And this is the corner that I'm working on.
Oh, wow.
I love that. Is that like a tree?
That's going to be, let me show you the actual pattern. That's going to be a tree, and then we're starting on a house, because you know there's houses.
I love that.
Let me show you.
The look of that tree
I
is
love
just
that.
so pretty.
I love it so much. I know that I would never, ever have the patience to finish it.
I'm with you.
Corner
Me
over.
neither.
So this one is going to be, this one's just on a Q-snap, and it's on my stand. So when I get a chance to work on it, I'll finish that full square before the end of June, or before the end of May. But I only wanted to do the 1200 to get through for my goal. So I did 1218 total on that one. And that one is on gingerbread, Picture This Plus, using only 820.
So give me a reference. What was 1200 stitches? What did that look like? How much?
So 1200 stitches on this one was, hang on, let me fold it so you can see it a little bit better. Because this thing is huge.
Your blanket.
Was the whole way down, and then all of this. So basically,
Okay.
this.
That's a good chunk. Okay.
That is a good chunk.
So that was 1200 stitches. Everything I did on Winter Warmth, that was 1228 stitches. So on some patterns it looks like a lot, and on other patterns it doesn't really look like that. All right, then the next one that I worked on, sorry, I'm trying to keep these in somewhat of a order here, was Garden of Erie by Plum Street Samplers. And I'm stitching this on a 40 count. And Ancient by Picture This Plus. And I only managed 750 stitches so far on this one.
Look at that fabric.
That's cool.
But it was time to move on to the next pattern. But I really like the snake hanging from the tree.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, so that one will have to have a few more stitches put in it before the end of the month.
Do you have a plan for that one? Like what that one will be for?
I don't know. I'll probably frame it. There's like wording at the bottom too, and I'm going to leave the wording out. I'm just going to stick to the picture itself.
Yeah.
But I'll probably just frame it. I like it. Put it out for Halloween or just all year round because I enjoy it. The other one that I worked on. Okay, so I worked on that one from May 3rd and May 3rd and May 4th. This one I worked on May 5th and today to get to my 1200 stitches. And this is the Antique Bird Sampler, and I'll insert a picture of what it looked like before. But this was a Mania start from last year.
Oh, yeah.
That's so nice.
Oh,
I
that's
love
great.
those colors.
I got
That
all
edge is beautiful.
and then these little motifs here, and then the wording.
Cute.
So that
wording must fly by.
It did. It was 12, but I did 1245 stitches on that one.
That's awesome.
The last one that I started, which I wasn't going to do another new start today, I was going to go back and work on the Modern Folk Embroidery Sampler, but I just couldn't help myself. So I started this one by Madame Chanteau.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
Christmas.
Oh, that little beard.
I know, the little fawn. I'm stitching this one on a 32 count Zweigart in an unknown color, 2/2. And that's what I got done today.
Wow. You killed it.
Impressive.
Yeah.
I don't have
It looks so good on that fabric.
That was only 450 stitches today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So this one isn't going to take me long at all because at this point I'm ready to move over to the little deer. So this one will go really quick. So that is what I've been doing. So this week has been really good for me stitching wise. Next week we are moving. So I wanted to get a lot done.
Yay!
Come to us.
Yay.
So funny. Like, so we moved our closing up to Monday. We weren't supposed to move until Wednesday, but I can't wait anymore. So we were able to get everything ready to go for Monday. So Monday we close, and we'll be spending all of next week just moving stuff up, and then the movers come on Wednesday. So it's going to be busy next week, but I always find time to stitch. And we're going to be spending the night like camping out in the new house without any furniture on Monday night and Tuesday night. So we won't have anything to do. We won't have internet or anything. So I'll probably just be stitching. So I hope that I can keep up with my quota. But anyway.
It'll be like your very own stitch retreat in your new house.
Yeah, it will be. Or else we'll just be watching a lot of TV on our phones. Well, I guess I have a hotspot, so I can use the hotspot, which is what I'm using right now because our internet's down at our house. But we can still watch TV on our computer, but we won't have anything to sit on. So we'll be sitting in camp chairs in our house with no furniture, and it's fine. It's fine. I'm so excited. I can't wait. All right, Erica, what you got this week for whips?
Okay. I worked on Sunday, worked on the Zodiac stitch along again. I've reached the middle of this medallion and I'm crossing them back over.
Nice.
So it's coming along slowly. I'm only working on it sparingly right now because I'm also working on that big like secret thing, which I'm not going to show you, but I'm making very small, like little progress on it because I don't know. I haven't been stitching this week. There've been a couple of days when I just didn't stitch at all because of children or something. So I'm making progress on that. I'm not going to show it, but things are happening. And then, so Zodiac, secret thing. And then I, obviously I'm in the Frosted Pumpkin Facebook group.
Obviously.
What?
And
no.
one other follower suggested that they do the Pinata Party one, the one that I finished as the little pillow, as like an informal stitch along kind of thing. And it's become like a thing now. So everyone who completes this pattern and tags it with the TFPS Pinata Party on Instagram or puts it in a certain spot on the group on Facebook is entered to win a gift certificate. And there are 8 gift certificates, 2 each, I believe, from like 4 different places, including the Frosted Pumpkin. A needle runs through it, which is who makes these little wooden needle minders. And I think Robot Mom is also on there. She does like the thread conditioner stuff. And one other that I can't remember. So I'm like, yeah, I want to be in this contest, right? So I've decided that I'm going to stitch the pinata. This is my plan as of today. This is obviously going to change in like 30 seconds. But I'm going to stitch the pinata like in monochromatics and choose 3 different colors and then make it into like a little banner. So I started stitching it in purple today.
Okay, so wait, you're restitching it.
I'm restitching it.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do the whole thing. Like the other one had all the candy pieces around it and the border and stuff. I think
You're
I'm
just doing the
pinata. Maybe I'll put some like sparkles around it. I'm not sure. But I'll do 1 purple, 1 pink, 1 yellow, and then sew the fabric onto felt and make it into a little banner.
Ooh.
This is the very top of the pinata, and then I have like 5 colors picked out. Dun, dun, dun.
That's a little ambitious, right?
Yeah, this is gonna change like 2 seconds from now. I was feeling very excited about it.
Just kidding. We're not going to do that.
Right. Let's
put my 2 cents in. I think the Frosted Pumpkin should just give you a gift certificate just because you're
being you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for your Pinata Finish, I don't think they would have initiated this like crazy contest, right?
I don't know.
I haven't seen anyone stitch it, so that's awesome.
One girl in the group, she like commented on my picture and she's like, hey, I really loved how you finished it, so I was inspired to finish mine in a similar way. So she also used a pom-pom trim, but it's like really big pom-poms, so it's a whole different look. but I was really like, it was really nice that she thought that mine was
That's
cute enough.
nice.
She wanted
Yeah.
to emulate it. No, oh, yeah. So that's all
How
I've worked
long is
on.
the contest? Did I miss that? Like, how long do you
No,
have?
I think until I want to say it's through. Oh, I don't know now. Don't quote me on this.
Okay.
I thought it was through the end, like through all of May, but I might be wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Well,
Yeah,
good luck.
let's-
That's
Godspeed.
awesome.
Let's see if I actually can do it.
We okay. Jody, what did you stitch on this week?
All right, so my Mania plans changed like the afternoon of May 1st. So,
Part for the course.
I did, so I have a secret project going as well. I did finish it and we'll show it in this video, but there's two parts of it that I want to talk about. But it is one of my finishes, so I'll wait till that section to talk about it and show it. But I did work on that for the first day or two of May. And then I was, yesterday, the whole day I was kind of out of commission. And the day before that, also just kind of getting ready for the hospital and everything. But I was supposed to be working or doing a monogamania, working on my wedding sampler piece. And I've totally dropped that because I'm now working on my coronavirus commemorative squares. So I don't know if you guys have seen them on Instagram, but that's kind of what I'm doing right now. So this is as far as I've gotten. I have 3 squares done, and I just started the 4th one.
What's the fourth?
So it's going to be the actual virus, like the ball with the red.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then I think I'm just gonna stitch in like COVID-19. So this square will be like a freestyle one. I don't really have a pattern for it. I'm just kind of winging it. So that we'll see how that goes. I have a couple squares that I'm winging because I don't, like I said, these are all just kind of random pieces and fonts and different images from all different kinds of stuff. So that is what I've been working on, and I finally sat down tonight and started putting some, Michael says, running needle. So I finally sat down tonight.
Like get running needle tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
So I did finally sit down to do some of that. Michael also has started his Witchy Stitcher project. I don't have it with me, it's downstairs, but next week I'll show you guys his whip because he will have quite a bit of progress, I think, by then. He's doing that on some of my tea-dyed fabric. So
Awesome. I can't
Nice.
wait.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait to see his.
That'll be great.
All right. Awesome job, guys. I'm excited for week 2. Week 2, another big week of stitching.
Oh, the other thing I wanted to say too, there's a girl that I follow on Instagram, and I'll find her and tag her, but she's actually doing the wedding one that I was supposed to be doing for May. And she posted like a little corner of it on her page. And of course it caught my eye because it's kind of unique and I just kind of recognized it.
Yeah.
And so I messaged her and she's like, I love this pattern. I've dropped everything to work on this. And I was like, oh my God, me too. I love it so much. This was obviously before. And then she posted a picture today and she's doing a phenomenal job, but I feel like the pattern's missing like back stitching or something. There's like something in the pattern that's like not there for me. And so now I'm even less motivated to pick it back up, which sucks. But
I wonder if she's just not putting, is there supposed to be back stitching in it?
there's not. I went back and I looked at the pattern and there's not. Like I just don't love how it's looking like all stitched. And so I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I really love it. So I want to finish it, but
Maybe just add a little bit of back stitching.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah. Okay. Who had finishes this week? I know I didn't. Ooh, Erin. Why don't you go first?
Gold star.
I have 2 finishes. They're FFOs. So they were a previous.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
I know what's
There
going.
you go.
I had this idea. I don't know how it came to me, but I was like, I wonder if you could just buy. My cat is literally sitting on top of 2 of my FFOs. Fine. Okay. So I wondered if you could just buy like project bags and then put stuff on it. I thought like maybe they sell that. Well, they do because I've bought them and they were 5 for, I want to say $18, and they're cloth.
Wow.
Just like project bags, right? From Amazon.
Right.
Took forever to come in, but they finally came in. And that's how I finished this guy.
So fun.
I love
I'm
it.
so happy with how it turned out. Because I
Yeah.
don't know what I would have done with it. And now I'm like, instant project bag.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Love it.
So now I have these other
Adds
ones.
a little bit of elegance.
Yeah. Well, that also hides how terrible I am at like cutting and putting.
Did you just hot glue it?
Yeah. It's all like fabric glued and hot glued. Yeah.
I love it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Really
I'm
nice.
very happy. And I did this with another piece, but I'm going to put patches on the side. So I'm going to wait to show that when I finish that one.
Nice.
So my other one you might have seen on Instagram. I'm extremely proud of this one. And this is Jody inspired. But I finished my terrarium full of fireflies.
It's amazing. I think that might be one of my favorite finishes you've done.
Thank you. I think it's my favorite. I'm with you. I love it. So my husband came up with the color scheme. He said to do the black. I was going to make these colored. I was going to try to actually put colors in greens, but he said black, and I think he was right.
I think
They
so.
really like
Yeah,
that.
that's good.
And then the gray down here. So I had to paint it. It came like this, in case anyone's wondering. And so I just painted it and put it on. I'm very happy with that. And now my daughter has turned out like 4 of these. These are her artist rendition of Mommy's firefly in a jar. And she just keeps drawing them.
How fun!
It looks like a smiley face.
I know, I think that too about that. I love how she just puts her name in the corner like she's going to turn it into.
Like, I don't want the teacher to confuse this with anybody else's.
I'm like, I know it's yours. But I love it. I'm
So
so
fun.
cute.
That's
So those
cute.
are those are my FFOs.
Yeah, those are big FFOs. Like,
Thank you.
yeah. Those are
Well, I
awesome.
told the girls this, but I'll share the story here. So I had this hanging up. We have a brick wall you kind of saw in my video if you watch the dyeing video in the kitchen. And there's just like old nails sticking out of it. So I was like, this might look cute on the brick. And I threw it up there. And my husband made a point repeatedly to say, that's not permanent, right? That's not where that's staying, right?
And you're like,
So now
maybe.
now I need to find a better location because he did not like that one apparently.
Aw, you put so much work into that.
He's not a tchotchke person, to his credit. And when he likes a piece enough, he finds a place for it in the house. And I this one was really me going out of his comfort zone. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll put it somewhere in here. This is my space.
You got plenty of room in there. Yeah. Jody, you had a big finish this week too. Big finish.
Yes. So I finished my secret project, and I'm going to have to tell my mom to not watch this episode yet, but you can insert my picture here. All right. Okay, so obviously my finish was my Mother's Day gift. And so basically, now that you've seen the picture, what it is it is sound waves of my kids saying their favorite phrase to her, which is, I love you all the muches. So that's what I did.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I feel
Thank
like we're
you.
not seeing it, so we're not being able to like say like off of it. It's so beautiful.
Thank you. I hated every stitch of it because because the pattern that I got, I loved how it looked from far away, but then when I bought the pattern and actually like dug into stitching it, I changed it. Like I changed so many aspects of it because I didn't like how it looked like sketchy, and it looked like it was supposed to be like messy, and I just wanted like cleaner lines. And so like my counting was all off, and my everything was just off because I just like kind of went along with it and like did it as I went. And it turned out, I mean, it doesn't have to be totally symmetrical, but it turned out fine. But it was taxing to stitch, but I love how it turned out. But I think even more, I love how I wrapped it. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So I had this like giant piece of fabric laying around my house, and it's hand dyed, and it's huge, and I'm never going to use it. And it's got like weird blotchy colors on it from dyeing it, because I did something wrong, apparently. But anyways, during quarantine, I haven't been able to get out a whole lot, and I did not have wrapping paper. So I took this giant piece of fabric and I wrapped my mom's gift in it.
Yeah.
And so I'll never use this. I mean, I could, I guess. I just don't know what I'd use it for. And I was like, well, might as well just wrap the gift in it. So I love how it turned out. I think, what's up?
That fabric's actually beautiful.
I love it. I'm like, you won't use that fabric? Can you just get it back from her when she unwraps it?
I could, but here's the thing. Like, okay, so it's like purple and like lavender, and then there's like these weird like pink blotchy spots over here.
Wow.
And I don't know, like I don't know what I would ever use it for. I mean, it's fine, but there's like weird blotchy, like it's probably not showing very well on camera, but there's like weird spots on it that like just the dye didn't like sit right or whatever. So
it's a great idea.
I love how it turned out, how I was able to actually use it for something. And yeah, I mean, I could always just say, you know, hey, I'm gonna take that fabric back.
You're not gonna use that. I'm just gonna grab
I'm just gonna take it back. So that was my big finish this week.
Woo!
And I'm all set for Mother's Day, so I don't have to think about that.
Nice.
Mother's Day. I keep forgetting it's this coming up.
My mom, I told my mom, I said, hey mom, your Mother's Day gift will be there on Thursday. I really hope it comes. She goes, I'm not worried about it. Cause she was like distracted. She was like doing something else. And I was like, well, I'm worried about it. Like your gift doesn't show up because I paid money to send it to you. And she's like, oh yeah. No, I got it. I'm like, please be concerned a little bit if it doesn't show up. But I just caught her at a bad time. But anyway, Mother's Day. Yay.
Yay.
All right. Well, again, I didn't have any finishes ever. Erica, did you have any finishes this week?
Nope.
All right. Well, let's get to haul and stitchy kindness. So, Erin, what did you buy this week? How is your no buying May going this?
Great. Thanks for asking.
How much?
Well, can we talk about how Brooke decided to release those gnomes like the first day of May? I'm like, well, thanks, Brooke.
She didn't just like release one. She released all of them.
All of them, you guys.
Right.
So I bought them. Those are the gnomes.
Did you buy all of them?
Yeah, they were, if you bought 4, you got 20% off. So I was like, well, I'll buy them all.
And they're a great price too. I think they're like less than $5, right?
There's in case you didn't see that one, that's the other one. Yeah, they're $4.50. And if you get 3 or more or 4 or more, you get 20%
I think it's 4.
off. I think it's 4.
Nice.
And she has other patterns too, but I mean, those are so cute. So thanks, Brooke.
Yeah,
but I haven't bought anything else.
So there's anything else?
Well, no, I mean, just, with that whole thing. Gotcha. After May 1st, I hadn't purchased anything else. I had other stuff that came in. So let me also say, when I'm talking about Brooke, she was so kind and she found this hoop that I had been wanting at her house, and she was going to throw it away. And so she sent it to me along with this really cute little needle minder.
Aw.
Really
And I
nice.
thought it was so sweet. It's like a double-sided one too. I thought that was so sweet. She said she had bought that for me and forgot to send it, so put it together. And thanks, Brooke. I love it.
Thanks, Brooke.
I also got a super fun box from Jody with another piece of this beautiful dyed fabric that she did. You guys, look at that color. Look at that marbling. It's amazing. The most adorable needle minder.
Oh, hang on. You got a little fuzzy there for a second. Oh, that's cute.
Is it gone?
No, you're good.
Cute, right? And then she also included some flosses, which thank you, Jody, because those flosses were awesome. The best part was this little bag for Aria.
Oh, that's so
Do
cute.
you want to explain what that was for?
Yeah, so this floss, I had like a whole bunch of floss that came in a kit that Stella was working on, and Stella has my shit floss box. So it's her pride and joy. She opens it, she organizes it, she loves it. So these skeins of fabric came in this kit that she had, and they don't fit in the floss box because they're not on bobbins, and she doesn't understand that I'm not about to sit and bobbinate this floss for her. So she was like, this floss doesn't fit in my bag, in my box. And I said, all right, well, do you want to just get rid of it? Like, what do you want to do with it? It's like, Erin, what is it? Like off brand. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it just says high quality strands.
But
High
it's
quality
not.
stranded cotton. Yeah.
So she goes, well, I don't want to throw it away. How about maybe I can give it to Aria. Maybe it'll fit in her floss box because she thinks that everybody has a floss box. So I said, well, that's a fantastic idea. So I bundled it up in the same kind of way that I bundled Erin's floss and made her own little bag. So I'm glad that made her day because that was all
felt very special.
That's
Very special.
good.
And along the same lines, I had purchased these before May 1st, for the record, for Aria. But they're like these really big needles, like safety needles, because she has a real phobia of the real needles. Because I've made her that way, because she runs on the couch, again, broke my glasses, and my stitching is out, and I have to be like, there are pointy needles in there. Stop running.
Yeah. I don't want to touch needles now.
So now she's paranoid about the needles. That was my fault. What are you going to do? Mom fail. My next Stitchy Kindness is from Linda, right? These are from Linda, the needle minder. So that came in. So I have that now, Linda. Thank you. It reminds me of Michigan now because you remind me of Michigan.
Yes. Linda's a Michigan girl.
Michigan girl. And then my last one is my fabric from Be Stitch Me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try to, I don't think this is going to do the color justice. But this is the sorbet. If I hold it back here, is that better?
Is it sparkly?
It is. I got the opal.
It's so
Nice.
beautiful.
Love the opal on this. Now, this is going to be for Positivity Rules.
Yeah.
The caterpillar, which I think it'll look great for that. But I did the opal on the Lose Wine, and I kind of regret it because it's real strong. Can you guys see it?
It's very sparkly. Holy Moses.
It's real strong.
That needs to be like a Christmas piece.
So it's going to be Christmas, but I think it would have been cooler had I not done the opal, but it's lesson learned. I didn't do opal for the monthly thing, which I'm glad now.
God, I am so excited for that. I can't even handle my life.
When does that come? It should come before our next video, right? It should come by the 10th, I think.
I think so. Dude, I can't wait. I
Maybe.
cannot wait.
This came very quick, by the way. If you are looking for high quality, quick, really beautiful fabric, Be Stitch Me. This came super fast.
Wish I would have known that before I ordered from Color and Cotton. I don't know. It said 4 to 5 weeks on their website. So.
Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise.
Well, Erin, anything else? Did you buy anything else this week?
No, but thank you, Jody, again.
Welcome.
That really made my whole week. Thank you.
You other two ladies have boxes coming. I just haven't. I didn't deliver to Erin. She called me. She's like, "Hey, you have some shit for me. Can I come get it?" So
I needed an excuse to get out of my house because my 7-month-old would like not sleep that day, and I'm like, I'm going crazy. Can I please come to your house and pick this up for something?
Yeah.
I will be delivering. Well, Chris, and I'll see you next week. And then Erica, I would plan to deliver yours this week. So coming at you.
Instead of 50 to an hour away from you guys, I'll be 15 minutes away.
Yay!
So
good.
Think of all the sushi we're gonna get.
Oh,
sushi.
So much sushi.
so much.
What did I buy this week? Oh, yes. So first thing, I had a little stitchy kindness. I had talked about on our last video the fact that I was working on my Dracula pattern and I ran out of anchor. And I had 2 wonderful friends reach out to me on Instagram and say, hey, I'd like to send you some anchor black. And one of them was our good friend Susie from the mailbox. And
Susie from the mailbox. Yay!
This card, which I was like, that's Susie.
I love Susie.
So she sent me a skein of anchor black. And then a friend of ours, her name is Jill Farrell. She also reached out to me. And Jill, I can't find our correspondence because I was going to thank you. But she did send me 2 skeins of anchor black. And she sent, all it said on the card was, I'm more than happy to help you. So love you, Jill. Thank you so much.
So nice.
Be
That's
sure.
very kind.
So I have plenty of anchor black to finish my Dracula pattern and a little extra. So really happy and thankful for that. The other thing that I bought, the only other thing that I bought this week, I've been really good about purchases, other than paying for my Be Stitch Me monthly subscription box, or monthly fabric, but that doesn't count, is that the girls and I have decided that we are going to stitch a friendship piece inspired by Michelle Bendy Stitchy. She's doing the Bowl Full of Berries pattern with a friend of hers named Rachel. And they're each going to stitch both sides, but on 2 different pieces of fabric and then swap, so that they have a completed piece at the end of the project that's been stitched on by both of them. And we absolutely love that idea. So we have decided to stitch, it's a Lizzie Kate pattern, and it's called, and it's going to be hard to see, called Friends for All Seasons. So I bought this pattern off of 123 Stitch, so it's on its way. But what we'll do is that we will each start the pattern, and on 4 separate pieces of fabric, we will pass it around until we have all stitched at one of the blocks. So in essence, we'll all stitch all 4 of the blocks, but we'll only stitch it once. And then on one piece, one person will stitch the wording so that it's fair and that it's each.
Yeah.
So that at the end of the project, we'll each have a completed piece that all 4 of us have contributed to. And
I love this.
That idea so much. So I'm really happy about that. I can't wait for that to arrive. But other than that, I didn't buy anything else. So Erica, what'd you buy this week?
Okay. I
Bags.
am going to have you put in some pictures of the patterns because in addition to buying the gnomes, because they couldn't resist them and they were super cute, I also bought I think it's called Sprinkles the Donut pattern from Frosted Pumpkin. It's just like this cute little donut. And they're planning another stitch along with that, I think, in June. And so I bought that. And so you could put the picture, here-ish.
Wait, so if we stitch it and then we have to FFO it, or do you just have to finish it?
I think you just have to finish it.
And then post the picture, and then you're entered to win. Well, I might do that one.
Yeah. And that one, they've discounted, at least for the Pinata, they discounted that pattern until today, I think. And then the donut one is either already discounted or will be, so you can buy it a little bit less than normal on their website.
It's just like a normal frosted pumpkin size, right?
It's the donut one is like a small guy, like a little one.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. And it calls like you can put in little beads too, or you can do backstitching for the sprinkles, like beads or backstitching, whichever.
Love that.
It's
Love
really
it.
cute.
Cute.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that. And then I got well, now I'm spacing, a little rainbow and clouds pattern, just because I thought it was cute. And I thought it would be cute in the baby's room if I ever get it done.
Mm-hmm.
But it's by AandB, who's on Etsy. And I actually stitched, I want to say 12 or 16-ish of her patterns back when my oldest was, I was expecting my oldest, and then when he was like really tiny, and I put them in like this frame, so it was like this grid of all these fruits and vegetables and caterpillars and butterflies to go in his like garden themed nursery. So I was excited to find that little rainbow on her page and got that one, so you can put that picture in here too.
Got it?
And then finally, I found the cutest, like, just, I don't even know how I found this, but it's a little keystone, like Pennsylvania Keystone, and it says PA in the middle, and it has little flowers on the, and little hearts. And it's really
and
small, like, meant to fit in a 3-inch hoop, which this is a, I think this is a 3-inch hoop. It's like meant to fit in this,
that's
but
cute.
super adorable. So I bought that also.
I want to see that. I'm excited to rewatch this to see these.
I know.
Now, here's another thing. So there's this frosted pumpkin pattern that I've seen floating around the internet, and it's like, from what I understand, they like designed it for something else, and so though the something else like owns it basically. So the frosted pumpkin doesn't sell it, but the people that they did it for can sell it. So it is out there, but I've never found it. I've never really looked for it. And someone said, "Hey, this website has it and it's on sale. Go buy it." And I was like, "Oh, yay, I want to buy it." So I went to this website. I don't know, should I say what it is? The website?
Yeah.
It's Stitches and Bobbins or something. Yeah, that's helpful. Stitching bits and bobs. Okay.
Oh,
And
that's right. Okay, yeah.
I bought this pattern, and it's very strange because they like calculate your shipping as the highest possible cost. And then they'll say, like, we'll refund, like, we won't charge you all of that. We'll charge you like the amount it actually costs to ship it, which I think is kind of weird. A. And then B, I was like searching to find out more about them because they are a Michigan based place. And I thought, oh, this would be good to know. And I keep seeing these things that say that they are like really bad at communicating and they don't send you your stuff. And now I'm concerned that I'm not going to get it because I went to check my order status and like see what was happening. And it said like out of stock leaflet something or other on the page that I like pulled it up. And
Oh,
I don't know if I'm gonna get this pattern. I don't know if it's, exists at all
it's
or
so
what.
frustrating.
Yeah, so I'm a little bit
And you
nervous.
tried to contact the store owner.
No, and because it's a small business. This is a tough time. I'm sure that they are super busy, like because I understand that I think they might be a brick and mortar store and they might have like do their online stuff. So I'm sure that they are like bare bones trying to make it work. I'm gonna give them a little bit of time, but I am sort of worried that it's not gonna happen and the price was too good to be true and I'm just not gonna get this pattern, but it'll be okay. Maybe next week I'll have an update. But I was like, not great.
You're gonna get that pattern when I get my stitchy box.
Which is
Right.
never.
Right.
Which I really wish I wouldn't have bought those 2 boxes.
I'm telling you, I don't think I'm gonna pay I did those 2 deposits and I think I'm just gonna eat that $40 rather than pay the extra 60 for each and just
Yeah, I agree.
wipe my hands of them.
We're talking about Stitchy Box. If you haven't if you've had good experiences with Stitchy Box, comment below, because I would like to hear one good experience that somebody's had with Stitchy Box, because the reviews and the feedback that we have seen, because Erin and I both ordered from Stitchy Box. She ordered a tea themed box a long time ago.
That was supposed to come in February.
And is yet to receive it. And the email communication from Stitchy Box has been very vague and, quite frankly, very unprofessional about when the boxes are set to arrive and why the boxes were being held up. So
and she only sent those because I emailed her. She would not have contacted me at all.
Exactly. And in watching a couple other like Flosstube videos doing reviews on Stitchy Box, they said that the price that you pay for the box is not worth what you get in the box. So you're better off just spending the $80 on
shit that you want.
And it's really frustrating because, like, I know it's a difficult time. Like Erica said, the stores are having a difficult time right now. But to be honest with you, all of the stuff with Stitchy Box was happening last year and prior to COVID. So that's not, I don't think that's a valid excuse anymore. So I'm not very confident that the box that I paid the deposit for and also paid the remaining balance on, that my box is going to come either. And like Erin said, I have a $20 deposit out there for a box that's supposed to ship later in the year, and I'm just going to eat the $20. So
I'd rather take that $120 that I'm now not giving her and go to the Crafty U or go to some other online store, like a Michigan store or something that needs my support right now, and spend the money that way.
And get stuff quickly and know that it's being appreciated, because
so quite frustrating.
It's just it just feels like our money isn't appreciated, because you're not responding to emails. When you do, it's very convoluted, and it's just not clear about when these boxes are actually going to stitch. So it's really frustrating, because a subscription box for cross stitch, like the Witchy Stitcher knocked it out of the park with her cross stitch box.
The best.
Like, I don't want to just brag because Jody and I were involved in it, but like the box
was awesome.
Was amazing.
Like every single thing in her box, you're like, oh my God, how cool is this?
We did
it's not even my style, and I wanted all of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to watch a video with true reactions to opening up a box, go back and watch our Witchy Stitcher unboxing video, because there's literally times that Jody and I are speechless opening this box. Okay. Like, that's how a box is supposed to be done. So it's really frustrating, because a Stitchy Box is such a cool concept. I mean, I would buy one all the time if they existed, and they were actually good and worth the money. But anyway, so that's my soapbox speech about Stitchy Box.
Yeah.
But if you've had a good experience, I would love to hear it, because maybe we're completely unfounded in how we think and how we're, our stance right now, but I really don't think that we are. So prove us wrong.
Because I don't want to go through this again, is my whole thing. Like, if I knew that the fall box was going to come on the day that she said, and the problem too is that my other one is a Christmas Advent box. So what if I don't get it before Christmas, then I just don't have an Advent box? Like, I'd be really bummed about that.
Get it in March.
Yeah. Like, what is the point of that?
There is no point of that. Yeah, it's really frustrating. Sidebar, I had done a book box. It was a horror.
Oh my God, this is a mess.
And I did it for about a year and a half with no issues. Every single month I got the box on time. It was fantastic. I would get like 2 to 3 horror themed books in the box, plus like hats and shirts and
pins, enamel pins.
Like, a lot of my needle minders that are horror themed were all from this box, and like postcards and like horror prints. Like, it was totally worth the $75 a month that I paid. I mean, the books alone were worth $75. So for like a year and a half. And then all of a sudden the guy like went off the deep end and wasn't sending anybody's boxes. And like 3 months go by and they keep taking money out of people's accounts and they're not sending the boxes. And it's like
a lot of money.
Handle. And luckily I was able to recoup my money, like filing a dispute and getting my money back. but a lot of people couldn't. And the guy was like threatening to hurt people, and like it turned into a big disaster. So I should have learned my lesson by the whole subscription box thing, but I'm a sucker for punishment, so I'm back in it. But,
We're like, hey, sign us up for Fabric of the Month Club.
it's genius. It is like Christmas every freaking month. But when they screw it up, it's just like, ugh, it's really frustrating. All right, Jody, what did you buy this week? Oh, Erica, what did you have? You have something else?
I forgot about my winning from that contest.
Oh, yeah.
Let me show
Big
you.
winner.
I know. So it's from Dear Suki, whom I've purchased patterns from before but haven't stitched them yet. But she did a Instagram
I
contest.
didn't realize I had a Christmas present from them. Jonathan had given me this. This is the
Oh,
Dear
yeah.
Suki.
Yeah.
You mentioned it, and I was like, I think I have something from that.
So her name's Christy, and she's based in Canada. And so this took a while to get here, and I was worried about it. Like after a few weeks, I'm like, hey, I'm worried that like, did this get lost? No, she's like, no, the mail just takes forever to get from Canada. I'm like, okay. So it came today, and it's lovely. She included a hoop,
Nice.
a super cute needle minder. Can you see that?
Well, it's like a little pit bull.
It's a little
Yeah,
doggy.
might be a little like French bulldog actually. Hard to tell.
Oh, I didn't see its ears. Okay.
Here's the floss to go along with a pattern that's printed on this card, and it's a little puppy. I don't want you to see it.
I wish that you could show it though, because you guys, that paper's like how big she just showed you.
The
but it's only
pattern's
like
probably
20 by 20.
Right, the pattern's gonna fit in here. There's a 4 inch hoop.
Squares are each this big.
It looks
Yeah.
like something that like like someone that had a hard time seeing would print, like how they would print it.
Right. It's very deceptive. She also sent a pack of needles.
Nice.
Nice. A whole pack of needles.
A whole pack of needles and a piece of fabric.
Fun.
That's
really
amazing.
awesome.
That's a fun
And
gift.
I'm excited. I think I'm going to stitch it up and put it in the baby's room. He doesn't have any of my stuff in there. And my older son was like, well, stitch something for me. I'm like, dude, I stitched you like a million things. They're just like in a closet somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll find them. We'll put them up. Cool. So yeah, Dear Suki, Christy, super nice. She has a lot of cute patterns. She's on Etsy. Yeah, I'm excited.
We will tag her below. Jody, what did you buy this week?
Not a damn thing.
Oh.
But I got I have some Stitchy kindness. I never check my mail. I get my mail like once a week. So yesterday when I came home, Michael had went and gotten the mail, and it's this giant stack, and there was a lovely card from Erica and some stickers in there, and I put one of them. It's this is very Pittsburgh Bridge on my Stitchy box. So that's
Clemente Bridge.
yeah, sure. Is that what bridge it is? They're almost the same. I don't know.
Yellow.
It's a yellow bridge.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my Stitchy kindness, and she wrote a very nice card, and I love you, girlfriend.
I forgot about my Erica stickers. I'm sorry, Erica. There's mine. I got the Pittsburgh sandwich with the fries, and then the baseball.
Yay.
Yay, thank you. I love them.
You're welcome.
Oh, I could really go for a Permani sandwich, actually.
Ooh.
I want that coleslaw. Actually, just give me the sandwich deconstructed with the coleslaw and the french fries.
Sounds good.
If y'all don't know what we're talking about, it's the quintessential Pittsburgh sandwich, but we eat fries on everything. French fries on everything. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, fries. Salad, fries. Sandwich, fries. But it's a sandwich that comes with fries and coleslaw and your choice of meat, and there's like 20 different options, and you can get an egg on it, and holy moly, it's like the best thing in the entire world. But you have to go to the original Permani's in Market Square. Where is that? Strip.
Strip.
Yeah, Strip. Yes, but they're
Sorry,
all
we had
over.
a baby crying.
There's even one in Wheeling now that if you want to go and have a mini sandwich, but
I've never been to the one in the Strip District.
it's really tiny in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to try that one.
It was kind of overwhelming when I went, but
As much as possible. But it's usually so crowded every time we get a chance to go. But now that we are going to live closer to the city, we can go during the week and we don't have to wait until Saturday when everybody else decides to go. So,
yeah.
great. All right, so we had a giveaway this past week, and it was for the Tiger
Yeah.
functions kit, fully kitted up with floss, ready to go. We had 22 people commented that they wanted to stitch the Tiger, and the winner of that is Becky Garlow.
Becky! Good job, Becky.
So Becky will comment on your comment from last video so that you know. Please email us at steelcitystitchers@gmail.com, linked below. Send us your mailing address, and we will send it out to you the next time Erin has a chance to go to the post office. And what do we got this week? Anything? Nothing?
Okay, I got something.
We didn't plan this out pretty well. I just realized that like halfway through the video, I was like, shit, we didn't have a giveaway this week. What do we got?
It's another tiger, but this one's a really cool one.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. Look at this cool. Okay, so it's a really cool. Stella's like, I mean, she purchased this, so there's still like the package. It's like in this bag, and it is also a full kit.
Wow. So that
So-
is
That's fancy.
I want to say that's on linen. Counted, I don't know. But anyways, it's a snow leopard. Sorry, did I say tiger?
It's a big cat.
no,
You know.
big cat.
It's a big kitty.
So if you want to stitch the big kitty, say I want to stitch the kitty, and
I like that.
we'll get her to win. And yeah.
I'm trying to decide. I think that is linen. Yeah, it is. It is linen.
Wow.
So all of you linen stitchers out there, if you want to stitch the kitty, this is a good one to do.
Yeah.
Sticking with our Tiger King theme, I mean, we're still in quarantine, so I feel like it's fitting.
Did you guys see the Jimmy Fallon video of it? I was watching a little bit of it today. It was pretty funny. He did like a mock of it. It was really good.
I've been watching a lot of TikTok videos lately, and people do, you know, like the song about Carol Baskin.
Don't start singing it. It gets in my head and it's there all night.
Oh, it's already been stuck in my head for like 3 days. Can't stop. But anyway, it's like people that dress up like tigers and lions, and then people that dress up like, you know, the Tiger King, and then they're like all dancing around singing this rap song, and it's the best thing in the whole world. So obsessed. But anyway, you want to stitch the snow leopard, so you want to stitch the kitty, and you'll be entered to win. So I think that's it. I don't have anything else this week. Got a lot done.
Nope.
All right. Well, then we will see you all next week for our second week of Mania update video. Like I said, if you haven't watched Erin's video tutorial yet, go back and watch that video. And on Friday, Jody's video is going to be
Yay!
colors.
Pumped.
Some mason jar dyeing tutorial video. So looking forward to that one. So thank you all again for your support. We love you guys, and we will see you next week. Bye.